about cloud seeding.
All right, go get your books.
Okay. So I got the books.
Okay, let me see it real quick. These are some good ideas. What's this lady's name?
Sarah Tessendorf.
We should go meet her, all right?
Okay, cool.
I'll call Jarelli and Jocelyn.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Tessendorf.
I'm Matt Soko.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Jocelyn.
Hi, Jocelyn.
I'm Jarelli.
Hi, Jarelli.
Yeah, I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hey.
So we're trying to do this pool party, and we can't get any rain. And he read an article on cloud seeding, and so we thought we'd come to you since we got a little research done.
Yeah, great. I'm a scientist here at NCAR, and that's what I study. Shall we go somewhere and talk?
Sure.
Sure.
Great.
Let's go.
Mom, enough.
To start off, we need to know what is rain exactly.
Well, rain is liquid water in the atmosphere, tiny little liquid water drops, and they are suspended up in a cloud. And so clouds are essentially also just liquid water drops, but very, very small drops. And so the only difference between a cloud drop and raindrop is the size. So once a cloud drop gets big enough to fall out of the cloud, then it's considered to be rain.
So now that you've heard about our situation, how could you help us make it rain?
Well, there is something called cloud seeding that we do a lot of research on here at NCAR. And cloud seeding is a process where we try to make those cloud droplets grow big enough to be raindrops and fall out of the cloud. And the basic way that a cloud forms is that water vapor in the air condenses onto little aerosol particles. And these little aerosol particles can be anything from like smoke or the exhaust from your car. And so one way that we can try to make it rain is by putting large aerosol particles of a certain kind into the cloud so that when the water forms on them, condenses onto them, it creates a really big cloud droplet. And as it falls, the smaller cloud droplets will collide with it. And then as they collide, they coalesce together. The two drops that collided become one bigger drop. And then as it grows bigger and bigger, it'll fall to the ground as rain. So that's one way that we can try to make it rain.
Okay. What exactly is cloud seeding?
So cloud seeding is just of putting those particles into the cloud to try to make it rain. And there's actually two different types of cloud seeding. One where you put really large aerosol particles into the cloud to make those large cloud droplets. That's called hygroscopic seeding, and that's the type of cloud seeding that I've done a lot in the field projects that I've worked on. And then there's another type where you try to make ice crystals. So you put a certain type of particle into the cloud to make little ice crystals. And usually silver iodide is the type of particle that they use for that.
Could we use cloud seeding to help us?
Potentially, if you have the right conditions, if you have a cloud that's of the right type, yes, potentially.
So lightning can be dangerous, I've heard. So what exactly is lightning?
Well, lightning is just an electrical discharge that happens in the atmosphere. And when enough charge builds up, the lightning channel is what breaks down the electric field that resulted from that charge buildup. It's actually really similar to static electricity. So have you ever been shocked by static electricity?
Multiple times, yes.
Yeah, so if you've ever like rubbed your feet across the carpet and then touched a light switch or touched your pet, that's that discharge. Similar to what lightning is. You've built up all that extra charge by rubbing your feet on the carpet, and then that breakdown has to occur, and so you get zapped. The difference is, of course, lightning is a very strong current, and so it is very dangerous. It's much stronger of a current than a simple static electricity shock.
Are there different types of lightning?
Yeah, actually there are. There's lightning that happens within a single cloud, and that's called intracloud lightning. There's lightning that happens between two clouds, and that's called cloud-to-cloud lightning. And then there's the lightning that goes from the cloud to the ground. That's you've probably seen a lot. It looks like the nice lightning bolts. That's called cloud-to-ground lightning. There's also lightning that happens from the top of thunderstorms up into the ionosphere. That's called sprites. And so you typically don't see those, but it is another type of lightning.
Okay, so what's the relationship between rain and lightning?
Between rain and lightning? Well, since lightning occurs due to a lot of charge building up in the atmosphere, something has to cause that charge to build up. And the way that it happens in the atmosphere, collisions between ice crystals and cloud droplets in a cloud. So not necessarily between rain, but the smaller cloud droplets. So once they collide and build up enough charge, that strengthens the electric field, and then breakdown can occur, and that's the lightning that you see.
Does it need to rain to have lightning?
Actually, no. You can actually have lightning occurring in a cloud without rain falling on the ground. So as long as there are ice crystals and cloud droplets in that cloud colliding, then you can have lightning.
So what kind of weather is ideal for cloud seeding?
Well, you can't do cloud seeding without a cloud. And so we can't make clouds, so you have to have a cloud. So the best weather for cloud seeding has clouds that are already forming. The best type of clouds for putting large particles into the cloud to make those actually is a cloud that has a really strong updraft so that those particles can be carried up into the cloud to make those large cloud droplets.
So what should we look for when we're having a pool party, just in case?
Well, just in case, you want to look for storm clouds coming into the area because lightning is very dangerous if you're in a pool. So storm clouds are just really tall, deep, convective clouds. Those type of clouds rolling in over your area, you probably want to get out of the pool and get inside.
So what makes clouds so dark?
Well, the clouds that make lightning have to be really tall and deep, and so that way they have lots of cloud droplets and ice crystals inside colliding around, and they have these really strong updrafts carrying all that air up and moving everything around. And the reason why they're dark then is because they're so tall and deep, the sunlight from above has to travel all the way through that cloud to make it to give you light down below it. And so a lot of that sunlight is diffused out because of the fact that the cloud is kind of shading you from the sunlight. So the darkest clouds are usually the
I
deepest
think
clouds.
we have to go now, so it was nice talking with you.
Yeah,
Thanks for all the
well,
information.
Yeah, it was good. Good seeing you guys. My pleasure.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, I hope you learned something, and good luck with your pool party.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.